everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name is Jack. Today we are building a little... Hey everyone, welcome to BrickVault. My name is Jack. Today we are building a creator set simply just called Treehouse, and I picked it up today just because I think it's going to look awesome as an addition to our Lego city. The set is recommended for ages 7 to 12. It is set number 31010 and it has 356 pieces. Included is just the single minifig, and we've got 3 different kinds of builds for this treehouse. I'm going to tell you right off the bat right now though, I'm just going to be building the very first featured treehouse build. That seems the most interesting to me. Alright, let's get building. Alright, the build is complete. It was a very quick and easy build. I like the ones where you just separate the colors in the beginning. It always feels like everything goes a little bit faster that way. But anyways, we're looking at the treehouse right now, and I gotta say, it is a way better looking treehouse than anything I ever made when I was a kid. It seems to be propped up on the main base of one tree, and I think it is combined with the trunk of a smaller tree next to it. The main trunk of the tree is a nice build. I like that use of darker brown. It definitely breaks the look of the tree up just a little bit. And the base of the other tree has the very first sort of function, and inside is a little hidden treasure map. Just lift the flap up there, and this is definitely starting to feel a little bit nostalgic. But really, when we're looking along the base, there's a lot of nice details to notice. I like the little stone path. I believe those are mushrooms or flowers or something down there with the red and yellow. And we even have a little bit of marshland, or certainly some kind of water weeds growing there with some lily pads and a frog. Also down there you can see a dog, which is nice. I'm a fan of the Lego built creatures, and it's hard to tell what this might be, but I have a feeling it's some sort of terrier. Now, if you want to get up into the treehouse, this is where the second function is. It's pretty simple. You just pull out this little brown Technic piece, and when the pin gets pulled away, the trapdoor with the ladder falls down. Now, unfortunately, there's just a little bit too much friction with the Lego pieces here, and the door doesn't always just drop, which I think it's supposed to be able to do. But considering you have to fold the second half of the ladder down with your hand anyways, I suppose it's not much of a loss that the function has a little bit too much friction. Now, like any treehouse, I'm going to assume you need a secret password to get up, because if you say the words wrong, it looks like we have a defense mechanism, and that is a bucket full of water right next to where you would normally be climbing up the ladder. A great detail to include, probably my favorite, because every treehouse really just doubles as a fortress, as we all know, and it needs its own form of self-defense. But anyways, now that we're up in the house itself, I mean, it's actually a pretty decent build for what a treehouse really normally looks like. We've got white walls, light tan used for the windows, and a very bright red roof with a flag. Now, granted, some of the roof is just gone, and I guess you could put a fig up there maybe to even see further distances, but I'd say it's not a bad build for a house in a tree anyways. Inside the main floor is, I think, a small bed for maybe camping overnight, and a tiny yellow container. I'm not exactly sure what that's for, maybe holding knickknacks. On the side of the tree, the main area that's facing the lake, we've got a banister at least on part of the tree. There's a small lookout, and also a hook that extends downwards for picking up, well, I guess you could pick up water, or maybe just transfer up supplies. Now, speaking of supplies, let's take a look at our minifig, and he also came with a wheelbarrow. It's not a red one, but it's close enough. The build is slightly awkward looking. I will admit that handle is very large, but I'm just going to assume that our minifigure boy maybe built it himself. It comes with a pizza, which I guess he's taking on the inside of this wagon, and I gotta say, I fully support the 5-second rule, but transporting a pizza inside a dirty wheelbarrow is probably pushing it for me. He also comes with a walkie-talkie, a red cap, and yeah, he's a pretty simple minifig, and these are some pretty simple supplies. Here's the whole set together one more time. It's great that it's just so conscious kind of itself, and it includes a lot of really nice little details. Secret treasure map, pull away ladder, and a water bucket defense system are probably my favorite aspects of the treehouse, but you can tell that the people that were designing this thing certainly knew what they were doing. So now it's time to take it into our Lego city, and apologies, we don't actually have the shoreline really set up yet. Won't really have it done completely until we find a place for this gigantic mic Acropolis to go. But at least for now, we can sort of start to set maybe the baseline, or the shoreline really, of where water meets land. And granted, this thing looks like it's supposed to be on the edge of a lake instead of a beach. But anyways, those are details I guess we're gonna figure out in another episode. All right, and with that, I guess that is the end of the episode. So thanks a lot for watching, everybody. If you enjoy our content, you can always like or subscribe. I have left a link in the video description below if you want to pick this set up for yourself. And yeah, so thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.